Hi everyone, welcome to the webinar. My name is Faisal Mukadam. I'm the CEO and founder of Sanfm and Yes Marketing Group in South Africa. We have 5 different business units which you're going to hear all about it. And if you are here for the first time, you are going to be blown away. Wow, we have created something unique, something that is so special to me, because when I started my business 30 years ago, I couldn't get a job. Right? I went job hunting for over 30 interviews and I couldn't get a job. So how many of you out there can't get jobs, or you're over the age of 55, you can't get a job, right? So this is for you if you are wanting to let your money work for you as well as an investor, earning pure passive income. Our business model is totally unique. It's the first of its kind in the world, right? We have 40 staff members in Cape Town with a contact center, and all your leads feed into the CRM and feeds directly into the contact center, and they do the sale on your behalf on 5 different business units. So sit back, you are going to enjoy this webinar. Why? Because we focus on growing future online entrepreneurs. Like when I started off, I didn't have the support, I didn't have the mentoring, and with this model we have everything. Why? Because of the been 30 years in regards with IT training in South Africa. We've been owning a Yes Marketing agency. We've got a coupon business that's about to be launched. We have a debt business in South Africa that's just people that's in debt, right? So you're going to hear all about this business units, and you too can own all of this, earning income of all of these business units, right? And you don't need to have staff, you don't need to handle customer service, you don't have to invoice clients, and this is a unique model that we have. Sit back and enjoy the podcast that you're about to hear that unpacks the business model.
Welcome to our deep dive today. We're going to be exploring a South African company, Sanfm, and they've really caught my eye.
Oh, how so?
They're offering, it seems like, a really unique business opportunity, all centered around, well, affiliate marketing and reseller franchises.
Interesting.
Yeah, and, we always try to bring the receipts to these deep dives, so we've got emails outlining their packages, profit projections, and those are going to be pretty eye-opening.
Getting specific. I like it.
And even better, we got our hands on their full business plan, so we can really break this whole thing down. And the big promise through all this, scalable passive income.
Passive income, always a hot topic.
And the most interesting part, I think, is that this is through a system where Sanfm handles almost everything for you.
So it's kind of a done-for-you system,
Yeah.
like business in a box.
Yeah, exactly. Almost everything. But we'll get into the details of all that.
Sounds intriguing. So
Okay.
First things first, what exactly is SNFM?
All right, let's start there. So they're really a multidimensional brand, I'd say. And they're laser focused on the affiliate marketing sector, which is hot right now.
Makes sense. Huge growth area.
Their big goal, it seems, is to build up a whole nation of online entrepreneurs.
Ambitious.
Yeah, for sure. And they're doing that by offering a whole bunch of different services, like IT upskill for online education. You've also got Yes Marketing for, well, marketing, obviously.
Got it.
Then there's My Debt for folks who need help with their finances.
So they're covering a lot of bases here.
And even Yes Coupons to, snag some deals.
Yeah.
But the really smart part is they've tied all these different businesses into their reseller franchise model.
Ah, I see. So you can actually become a reseller for these services. That's interesting.
Exactly. And that's where the opportunity, at least on the surface, gets pretty interesting.
I bet. So walk me through these reseller franchise packages. What are we looking at?
All right, so they are 3 levels: starter, advanced, and CEO. And each one comes with a different price tag and earning potential. The starter package needs a one-time investment of R50,000.
50,000 rand, all right.
Then you've got advanced at R100,000. And if you're feeling really bold, the CEO package is R150,000.
So there are options for different levels of investment, which makes sense. But what do you actually get for that investment? I mean, what makes this model so unique?
Well, the big selling point is that Sanfm takes care of almost everything. I mean, they handle all the setup of your marketing systems, customer service, invoicing, you name it.
So it's really hands-off for the franchisee.
Pretty much. Your main job is managing your marketing budget and watching, hopefully, your business grow.
Wow. That sounds pretty appealing, especially for people who are new to business or don't want to deal with all the day-to-day operations.
Right. It really is like having a business in a box. But okay, let's get down to the numbers. Ready to see what kind of profits they're projecting.
Hit me with it. Let's see these numbers.
Brace yourself. They're projecting up to get this R299,800 annually for that starter package.
Almost 300,000 Rand.
Then for advanced, it jumps to R401,150.
Okay, so that's a significant jump.
Yeah, and the CEO level, they're projecting an impressive R591,500 per year.
Those are some serious figures, but are those just like pie-in-the-sky numbers, or are those based on something concrete?
That's a great question. And to be fair, we'll get into the details behind these projections in a bit.
Okay.
But one thing they really emphasize is that your main cost, after the initial investment, of course, is your marketing budget. And that's kind of the core of the passive income idea, right? You scale your spending up or down to kind of hit your goals and income aspirations.
Interesting. So you have control over your investment and potentially your income.
Exactly. You decide how much or how little you want to put into the marketing side of things.
So it sounds like this franchise model could be an attractive option for someone who's comfortable with marketing or willing to learn.
Absolutely. And they do offer a ton of support and training on the marketing front.
Gotcha. So that's the franchise model. But what about people who aren't ready to jump into a full-blown franchise? Is there a lower barrier to entry?
There is. They have the thing called the Entrepreneur Club. And it's a monthly membership, only R2,500 per month.
Ah, okay. A more affordable way to get involved.
Exactly. It gives you a taste of the UT Sanfm world.
What do you get with this membership?
Access to their affiliate program and other business opportunities.
So kind of like a trial run before committing to a full franchise.
Right. And even with this membership, they're still projecting some pretty impressive potential annual profits.
Oh, how much are we talking?
Up to R168,450 a year based on their projections.
Wow. Not bad at all for a monthly membership. So they really seem to have a range of options for different budgets and levels of commitment.
Definitely. But let's pull back a little bit and look at the bigger picture. What's their vision beyond just making money? What kind of support system do they have? That kind of thing.
Yeah, good point. It's one thing to have a business opportunity, but it's another to have a solid foundation and a supportive environment. What have you learned about their company culture and the team behind it all?
So from reading through their materials, they're pretty big on community and empowerment. Their vision is all about being a recognized leader in the market.
Makes sense. Who doesn't want to be a leader?
But they also emphasize empowering people through education and opportunity. It's not just about profits for them.
That's refreshing to hear. It's important for a company to have a purpose beyond just making money.
Totally agree. And the founder, Faisal Mukaddam, he seems really committed to customer service, making sure his franchisees are successful. He's got like 30 years of experience, so that's got to count for something, right?
Experience is definitely valuable. It sounds like he's built a company with a strong foundation and a focus on supporting its members.
Yeah, and they've got some really ambitious expansion plans, too. They want to go international eventually, launch even more business units.
Wow, they're really going all in on this model.
They are. And they're doing it with this automated system that supposedly streamlines everything. But honestly, it sounds almost too good to be true.
Right. I mean, how can they possibly handle everything for their franchisees? It does make you wonder what's happening behind the scenes.
Exactly. That's what we got to find out. So let's dive into how that whole system actually works. What do you say?
Let's do it. I'm curious to see if they've really cracked the code to effortless business growth. All right, so picking up where we left off, we've been looking at Sanfm, this South African company with the really interesting business opportunity.
Yeah, we talked about their different servals, the reseller franchise packages, that kind of thing.
Right, and their Entrepreneur Club, which seems like a good starting point for people who want to test the waters.
Definitely a lower barrier to entry there. But one thing that's been kind of a recurring theme is their emphasis on passive income.
Yeah, and I mean, who wouldn't want to earn money without constantly working, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. But I'm wondering, how does NFM actually approach this whole passive income thing? Because, it often gets thrown around, but it rarely seems to be actually, well, passive.
Right. There's always some level of effort involved, even with online businesses.
Exactly. So I'm curious to see how they've structured their model to make it as hands-off as possible.
Yeah, because even with their claims that they handle almost everything, there's got to be some work involved on the franchisee's part, right?
Yeah. So how do they balance that? Where's the line between hands-off and, still needing to put in some effort?
Good question. Let's dig into that. So, first off, they acknowledge that there's no such thing as truly passive income. You still need to put in effort, especially when it comes to marketing your business.
Okay, so they're not promising you'll just be sitting on a beach somewhere raking in the cash.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But what they've done is streamline the process to make it more efficient. So you're focusing on the strategic aspects of marketing rather than the day-to-day grind.
So it's more about working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. They handle all the heavy lifting like customer service and invoicing while you focus on getting the word out and attracting customers.
So it's about focusing on the things that actually move the needle
Yeah.
rather than getting bogged down in the operational stuff.
Exactly. And speaking of marketing, I noticed they're pretty flexible with marketing budgets. They say you can scale your spending up or down depending on your goals.
Yeah, that was interesting to me too. It seems like that could make the opportunity accessible to a wider range of people.
Right. Like someone starting out might choose a smaller marketing budget initially and then increase it as they see results.
Yeah, exactly. And that flexibility kind of ties back into their vision of creating this whole nation of online entrepreneurs. They're not just targeting people who are already business savvy. They're trying to open doors for folks from all walks of life.
That's a great point. It's about making entrepreneurship more inclusive and accessible.
Exactly. And the flexibility with the marketing budget definitely contributes to that.
For sure. But, I'm thinking about those profit projections. And while they look amazing, I'm sure there are some key factors that can actually influence earnings.
Yeah, it's one thing to have projections, but what about the real-world results? What are some of the factors that might impact how much money franchisees actually make?
Right. Because projections are just that, projections. What insights did you glean from their business plan about the real world factors at play here?
Well, they emphasize picking a niche you're passionate about and really tailoring your marketing efforts to the right audience.
Makes sense. You're more likely to be successful if you're genuinely interested in what you're selling. And knowing your target market is marketing 101, right?
Exactly. It's not just about throwing money at marketing. It's about being strategic and reaching the right people with the right message.
Totally. And they also emphasize ongoing learning and optimization. They offer training and support to help franchisees improve their marketing over time.
So they're not just giving you the tools and then leaving you to figure it out on your own.
No, it sounds like they're really invested in the ongoing success of their franchisees.
Which is great, because that support can make all the difference, especially for someone who's new to this whole online business thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's like they're creating a supportive community where everyone can learn and grow together.
Absolutely. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. Let's talk about their actual services, because they've got everything from IT training to debt assistance and even couponing.
It's a pretty diverse portfolio. It's kind of surprising, actually.
It is. But how does this all tie back into the franchise model?
Well, this actually strengthens their franchise model in a way. Think about it. They've got a wide range of products and services for franchisees to promote. They can cater to all kinds of interests and target audiences.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like a franchisee who loves technology could focus on the IT training, while someone who's more into personal finance might gravitate towards the debt assistance stuff.
Exactly. It gives people options, and it allows them to choose a niche that aligns with their passions and expertise.
Totally. And it seems like all these services are kind of interconnected, which creates more opportunities for franchisees to earn commissions.
Right. It's like a network effect. The success of one service can contribute to the success of others.
Exactly. And that network effect is amplified by their emphasis on, well, community building.
Which we already touched on. It's clear they see the value in creating a strong community among their franchisees.
Yeah, they encourage collaboration and knowledge sharing, which is so important, especially when you're running your own business.
Totally agree. It can be a lonely journey otherwise.
All right, let's move on to another key aspect, their technology. They talk about this fully automated system that streamlines everything. I'm kind of curious, how does that actually work? It sounds almost too good to be true.
Yeah, let's get into the nuts and bolts of their technology, because that really seems to be the backbone of their model, enabling them to create that hands-free experience they keep talking about. What did they say about their tech?
So they've developed proprietary software. It handles a bunch of stuff, from lead generation and marketing automation to even things like customer relationship management and financial reporting.
Wow. So they've automated all the tasks that typically take up a ton of time for business owners.
It sounds like it. And all that automation frees up franchisees to focus on, the stuff that matters most, building relationships, refining their marketing, and actually growing their businesses.
It's like having a virtual assistant working 24/7, taking care of all the tedious tasks.
Exactly. And what's really interesting is that their system is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
They're always working on updates and improvements, which is a good sign.
So they're not just resting on their laurels, they're actively trying to make the system even better.
Yeah, and they're investing in research and development, which shows a level of commitment you don't always see.
Right. It signals that they're in it for the long haul. They're not just trying to make a quick buck.
Totally. Okay, so they've got this sophisticated technology, but how do they make sure their franchisees can actually use it effectively, especially if some folks aren't super tech savvy?
Well, it sounds like they've got that covered too. They offer training programs that cover everything from setting up accounts to managing marketing campaigns.
So they're hand-holding a bit.
In a good way. It makes the whole thing less intimidating. And they also offer ongoing support, so franchisees aren't just left to fend for themselves if they run into problems.
That's reassuring, especially for people who might be new to this type of business.
Exactly. They've really thought about the entire process and how to make it as smooth as possible for their franchisees.
Yeah, it's impressive. They've addressed so many of the challenges that entrepreneurs often face. It's like they've created a whole ecosystem to support people on their entrepreneurial journey.
I like that, an ecosystem, because it's not just about the business opportunity itself, it's about the community, the technology, the training, and the ongoing support.
Right? It all works together to create this, well, environment where people can potentially thrive.
Totally. All right, I'm really interested to hear about their expansion plans and what they see for the future of Sanfm. They've got to be thinking big with all this.
They are. They definitely are. So let's dive into those ambitious plans and see where they're headed. All right, so we're back. Diving deep into this NFM model, we've talked about the business side, the tech side, the support they offer.
Yeah, it's really an impressive setup, at least on paper. But one thing we haven't touched on yet is their marketing strategy.
Right. I mean, they're in a competitive space, so how are they planning to stand out and actually attract those customers?
Well, good news is they've got a pretty detailed plan outlined in their materials. And it's a diverse one, that's for sure. They really seem to get that you need to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, it's not like the old days where you just put up a billboard and called it a day.
Nope, not anymore. So they emphasize building up a solid online presence, which makes sense. Social media, content creation, all of that good stuff.
So hitting all the digital marketing angles.
Yeah, but they also recognize the power of more traditional methods like word-of-mouth referrals, even email marketing, which some people might think is outdated.
It's interesting they're blending the old with the new,
Hmm.
but I'm curious about their approach to social media specifically. Because, man, that landscape changes so fast.
It really does. It's like the Wild West out there sometimes. But it seems like they're staying on top of trends. They talk about using Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the big players.
Yeah, those are definitely must-haves these days. But are they just going to be blasting out random posts? What's their strategy?
It seems pretty strategic, actually. They're planning to create content that's actually useful and informative, provide value to their audience, build trust, that kind of thing.
So it's not just about shouting, buy my product. It's more about establishing themselves as experts in their different niches.
Exactly. Become thought leaders. And they plan to really use data to guide their decisions, track the performance of their campaigns, see what's working, what's not.
Data is king, that's for sure. You can't just guess in digital marketing. Got to let the numbers guide you.
Absolutely. And that data-driven approach seems to apply to all their marketing channels, not just social media, which is smart.
Yeah, it shows they're taking a really measured approach, which is reassuring.
Yeah.
So, okay, we know how they're marketing, but who are they marketing to? Who is their target market?
It seems like they're aiming for a pretty broad audience. Anyone who's looking to create some extra income, build their own business, basically people who want to be more financially independent.
Tapping into that entrepreneurial spirit.
Exactly. And they seem to get that more and more people are craving that kind of control over their lives.
Yeah.
They want alternative career paths.
Yeah, the traditional 9 to 5 doesn't appeal to everyone. So they're offering a different way. But they've got to be thinking about the future. Where do they see themselves in, say, 5, 10 years?
Well, their goals are pretty ambitious. They want to be the leading provider of these reseller franchises, not just in South Africa, but globally.
Global domination, I love it.
They see a massive opportunity, and they're not afraid to go for it. And I think their model, with all the support they offer, could really resonate with people around the world.
I agree. It's got global appeal for sure. Well, we've really covered a lot of ground with Sanfm. from their business model to their marketing plans, even their vision for the future. What are your overall impressions? Has this deep dive changed your perspective at all?
Honestly, it has. Coming into this, I was a bit skeptical, like, is this too good to be true?
Yeah.
But they've really addressed a lot of the challenges that entrepreneurs face. And their commitment to technology, to community, to support, that's what makes them stand out.
I'm right there with you. Initially, I was intrigued, but now I'm honestly pretty impressed. They're not just offering a business in a box, they're offering a whole system for success.
Yeah, a system and a community. And for anyone listening who's maybe thinking about dipping their toes into entrepreneurship, I think SanFm is worth checking out.
Absolutely. Do your own research, of course, see if it's a good fit for you. But this deep dive, at least for me, has painted a pretty positive picture.
Agreed. It's been a fascinating exploration.
It has. And that's a wrap for this deep dive into Say It NFM. Thanks for joining us. And remember, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep chasing those dreams, whatever they may be.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Welcome back from that amazing podcast that unpacks and deep dives into the business model of Sanfm. And you know, Sanfm is really something that's really amazing. Why? If you're wanting to start a business and think of all the exorbitant costs of paying staff, rental, electricity, no matter where you are in the world, right, you're going to have this exorbitant expense, and that's what's going to stop you from wanting to open up a business. And then you're going to have these people that says, why do you want to open up a business? How are you going to pay the staff? Do you have an OD facility? Do you have the bankers with you? All of these questions. And that's the beauty part of why we came up with Sanfm's business model, because it takes away all that headaches with regards to starting up a business, right? Remember, it's a once-off cost, and then you're only going to spend on marketing spend if you're wanting to, because you can go organic. If you're someone that's an influencer, if you're someone that understands and wants to do TikTok lives, and you want to do Facebook lives and all of that, you can do so, right? So you can run organic, but we believe in paid marketing. Paid marketing works. You set up a budget and you can scale up at any time that you're wanting, right? So this takes away all of that headaches, right? And there is not many businesses that can give you the return on investment as what this business can, right? So I'm looking so forward in actually grooming and mentoring all of you in our monthly and weekly webinars that we're going to be hosting. And obviously you are in a community group that we put you into. So now is the time to sit back and let's hear from some of the Sanfm family members.
Hi guys, my name is Sumaya, and I invested in a 75,000 Rand package with Sanfm. I initially dabbled into the online space, and I purchased some popular products, digital products. It stopped resonating with me because I felt as if I was selling a pipe dream. Sanfm resonates with me because of their values, morals, and ethos, especially in terms of the youth and youth empowerment and development. And that is their CSI initiative, where they bring in learners from colleges and empower them in the office, in the contact center, over 18 months. And that for me, I know because as a corporate trainer, I train these types of courses, and I know how difficult it is to get companies on board to give them their workplace experience. So that ticked a box for me. Another thing that ticked the box for me was it is a brick and mortar business that's been established for more than 30 years. I can leverage off any of the 5 businesses. When one has a dip in a particular time of the year, I can then leverage on another business that is hotter at that particular time of the year. So, for example, January and February, there'll be an uptick in IT upskill because learners are looking to educate themselves in different courses, which is fantastic. Um, and it will be quieter for other businesses, right? And like, for example, in December, IT upskill didn't do really well, but it was still doing well with my debt, because my debt people consolidate debt. The beauty of SanFM is that I earn 50% commission on my particular program that I'm on my particular business franchise that I'm on. But I would rather earn 50% of something than 0% of something that claims to pay you 100% of. Let me explain this further. Okay. Other programs that I got into made me disillusioned, made me anxious because I had to go on and do lives every single day for an hour. It wasn't sustainable. It took away from my family time. It took away from my mental well-being. And I didn't want to do that anymore. And I got exhausted posting content that wasn't converting. And that's the difference with Sanfm because we paying for advertising and that paid adverts is generating hot leads. Those hot leads are coming into the contact center and the contact center agents are the ones that are calling the clients, not even me. So that is simply passive. It is what I was looking for. I wanted something to be working in the background. Okay, obviously, I'm much more invested. I like keeping my finger on the pulse. I like knowing what's going on. I like being involved with the business. And I feel that I've got a lot to give and I've got a lot to share. So hence the reasoning why I am more involved with Sanfm. I'm so involved and I'm so passionate about Sanfm that I've went on to actually invest in the business further with a seat investment. And that for me is very exciting. I want to see where that evolves in the next 12 months. I think now I'm at a much more confident space, zen space. I'm much more at ease with my decisions and what I'm selling to people now. I know that I'm not selling a pipe dream. I know that this business model works because they've been established for more than 30 years. And my hand is being held every step of the way, and they're transparent. So for me, I am laughing all the way to the bank, and I'm quite confident with it. I mean, from my seat investment, I've already got one payout, which is amazing. And I see it only evolving and getting stronger and stronger as the months go by. So if there's any hesitation, please, you can contact any of us and I will be happy and glad to guide you on the journey and give you advice going forward. Look, you need to all start somewhere. I didn't start at the very top. I started at the very beginning and I worked my way up. Initially, it was very daunting learning all the different businesses because there's 5 different businesses, but you get to learn them and you get to love them and you get to understand them. And with anything, it takes practice, it takes time, it takes a little bit of love and patience and dedication. And that's what I have for Sanfm. I've got a lot of patience and I've grown in a community of like-minded individuals that are God-fearing individuals, that are individuals that want to see people strive. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to see bigger and better things, and I'm here to see substantial growth. I'm looking forward to guiding you on the journey. And I'm very excited that you have jumped onto this webinar and you are wanting to go further with your journey with us. I'll see you on the other side.
Greetings, I am Tremaine, a CEO with Sanfm. I started on the digital marketing space in May of 2024. So what I want to stipulate, being digital does not mean you make money quickly. So it's not a quick get rich scheme. And also, it is not a digital program where I'm going to ask you to resell a course. So when you link up with Sanfm, you get an affiliate marketing course that is absolutely free. That is called Sanfm. Within the Sanfm brand, we have a Yes Marketing company, which does all your marketing, all your websites, all your SEOs. It does your lead generations. It does everything to build your business. Then we have My Debt. We all suffer from debt. I also was in the same situation. So My Debt helps you to consolidate your debt in a best possible way, reviews the best possible option, manages your debt problem for you, and talks to the necessary people. the most favorite part for me is the IT upskill. Why do I say IT upskill? Because our brand is about growing young entrepreneurs. We live in a country of South Africa which unemployment rate is exceptionally high. And with that being said, why we don't have jobs in the country is because there's lack of jobs. Why is there lack of jobs? Is because there's lack of entrepreneurs. So Sanfm is a company that is in the portfolio to grow young entrepreneurs. And because the world is going digital, we have launched into the digital space, and we have this amazing opportunity that we can utilize to grow our brand. So that is what we are doing. And we are growing young entrepreneurs to teach them with our IT upskill course. There's over 130 IT courses that can be done. And we have different packages that we offer. And let's not forget, we have a new brand that we've just launched into, which is called Yes Coupons. This takes control of your entrepreneurial journey, and we build multiple revenue streams all in one place. I joined in May of 2024 and now have grown 5 passive incomes within 5 months. And it's not a quick get rich scheme. It is an investment for long-term growth. So you invest into the company. I have a team of 40 people that will support you with all these various areas. Do you want to know and you're interested in that? Link us up with our details on this website, on this webinar. You will get all the information. Hope to hear from you soon. It is going viral. If you haven't heard that the digital market is going viral, and we are in South Africa, and Sanfm is going to grow this brand into the next generation. Bye.
When I started with Sanfm, I was on the online space, busy promoting other digital products. That gave me an opportunity to explore more on the online space. The great part about Sanfm is it gave me a business opportunity to start having 5 online businesses where I become a reseller franchise on each and every business that I am having. I'm a mother of 2. I didn't know much about the online space, but through Sanfm, it gave me an opportunity where I could start a new career, also be able to make an income on the online space. Where I am in 50% profits from each and every business that I am having. Kgang e ntle ke hore ga o tlhoke dithutego gore o ka simolola business ya gago, ebile ga o tlhoke experience gore o ka simolola business ya gago. Ka jalo mo go nna molemo e ntiretseng yone ke gore e ntiretse tšhono ya gore nka kgona go dira letseno ka ba ka kgona go simolola career e ntšha mo bophelong baka. Ka jalo ke rotloetsa bomme gore ba ka tsena mo Sanfm gore ba kgone go nna le dithutego tse dintšha, ba kgone gore ba ka kgona go itirela letseno ba ntse ba le ko gae, ba le gongwe le gongwe ko ba leng ko teng go fetola seemo sa rona sa malapa.
So I was asked to do this quick video, 2-minute video, to let you know what Sanfm is all about and what it's done for me. Literally has changed my life. I have been a stay-at-home mom for a while now. I've been in the digital marketing space, not very successful in it, but I came across Sanfm through a friend of mine who's in our community as well, Sumaya, and we were both very skeptical. I said to her, you go ahead, join, and then, I'll decide. A few weeks later, she came back and said to me, I don't care what you're saying, you are going to be part of this because this is going to change your life. And I laughed because thinking how many other things we did and we got involved in, and the two of us together, we got involved in so many other things and it didn't really work. And Sanfm has just proven to me that there is hope, there is light at the end of the tunnel. With everything that I've been through in the past, all of the scams and all of the whatever we went through, I was so skeptical. I went in with a very, very skeptical mindset, a very limited belief system. But a few weeks in, and having, chatted with Faisal, having conversations with him about what his visions and his goals were for the company, I realized that there was so much more to this than just, surface level. It goes way deep, and it is important to understand that the kind of business that we run, the kind of business that we have, is completely dependent on the type of people who are running the business. Kind-hearted and absolutely giving of himself is the person that is our CEO. I'm not here to brag about him, I'm not here to boost his ego, but at the end of the day, he is the main reason that this business is going to be so successful. Sanfm is a fairly new business, but with the commitment from the people who are involved, myself included, I know that it is going to be a game changer for many people. Affiliate marketing has never seen this, has never seen it in this way. This is going to be a game changer, and if you need to get on board, you need to get on board ASAP. We are changing the lives of many people. You'll see a lot of, as the days go by, you'll see a lot of testimonials from various people, various race groups, various places in South Africa. People are from different areas. But know that if you need reassurance, always do your homework. Always check first what the company that you're about to get involved in, what is their ethos, what do they stand for, and make your decisions on those things. So with that being said, I'm a minute over, and I hope you join us in our community, in our family, as we like to call it. I look forward to working with you, and have a lovely day.
Welcome back, and there you heard it from the amazing Sanfm family members. May God bless them, and I'm thankful for everything that they've done thus far, and they continue to give advice, to continuously help people, and we are growing the Sanfm family. It's a community of like-minded people. It's a community of wanting to look out for their family, look out for their wealth creation, look out to grow their skills. With skills gives you power, right? So with Sanfm, we've actually catered where you can learn to become a digital marketer, you can learn to become an entrepreneur, but if you want to sit back and let your money work for you, you can do that as well. So today I have two special offers for you. I got an amazing special offer, right? It's not going to be available for very long, right? And then from your side, it's about, are you wanting to get involved in the business, or are you wanting to let the business work for you? So this is what you've all been waiting for, right? What is the special offer? Because at every end of a webinar, you always have a special offer, right? So this is not like those that you've seen before, that's offering you the world of this or that or that. Yes, there's value in all the training that you get, but it's also reseller, franchise, brick and mortar businesses that you can leverage and make money off. That is, no one is doing, right? They don't have a contact center. They don't have where your leads feed into the contact center and they do the sale for you, right? So this is the special offer. If you join Sanfm Entrepreneur Club membership, right, today or tomorrow, after you do your due diligence and you're happy to move forward, number one, you will not move forward if you don't sign a contract. We have an 8-page contract that you'll sign that protects both parties. But obviously, what's in there is all your earning and all of that. But what's more important is this offer. This offer is for those that is skeptic and, they want to first see, let me see what it's all about. The Sanfm Entrepreneur Club membership is for you. You can earn 20% of 2 businesses that you choose, and you can also go on all the training that's valued at more than 50,000 Rand. You become part of the community, all the perks of our Sanfm Starter Entrepreneur, but you're going to earn 20%. And this is the special deal. For 3 months, you can market all 5 different businesses. You can also get, for instead of 20%, you're not going to get 30%, you're not going to get 40%, you're going to get a whopping 50% on every sale that comes through. So you work out the maths. In the 3 months, if you are marketing Sanfm and one person purchases the 150,000 Rand, like you, that's looking for a business opportunity, you're going to make 75,000 Rand, and you've just joined a membership of 2,500 Rand. We know that you're going to be successful. We know that you're going to upgrade to the highest package. Why? Because everyone that wants to set up 5 different brick and mortar businesses is going to cost you much more. You're going to have to worry about the headaches of staff, legislation, this, that, or whatever you have to take care of. With this, it's done for you. Number 2, for the people that has the investment of 150,000 Rand, we got your back. Listen to this. If you enroll before the end of Jan, we are going to offer you 5,000 Rand marketing spend for up to 6 months. Obviously, go back to the person that recommended you to come into the webinar. Go back to support them because they are the people that brought you here. And also, let's have a conversation, right? If you check their appointment, then I will personally send you the link so that you can have an appointment with me, and I'll have a call with you so we can discuss your wealth creation and obviously what are you wanting to achieve. Alright, so I'm looking forward to growing you and making you part of the Sanfm family. Thank you so much for joining the webinar. We're looking so forward to obviously growing your wealth creation, and God bless, and wishing you and your family everything of the best. Keep well. Bye.